Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Molly, and today we're doing my April bullet journal. So, I'm really behind with editing videos just because I went on a trip at the end of March, and I did not time things out like I should have, but it's a couple days after the start of April, and we're finally getting on to uploading this bullet journal. I did film this like halfway through March, just so that way it was like filmed and done, but I just haven't added the voiceovers. And if you can tell in my voice, I do have like a cold. I have strep throat right now, so it's okay. I'm almost like over it. So we started off by just like writing all the colors down because I just wanted to know which ones were what, so I could just quickly grab them and see like what colors I wanted where. And I usually do that for all of them, for all my spreads, which is pretty normal. But this month I went pretty like minimal, and like I didn't do a ton of designs on this, more like washi tape than anything. So it's a pretty similar format to every other month, and I actually did already go over with pencil what I wanted each spread to look like. I think it was because my camera was dead, and I wanted to just like space everything out and just make it easier to like just go at and completely finish it when I like started filming, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But yeah, we're starting with the cover page, so I just wrote April at the top, 2021, with a little monthly calendar overview so you can see all the days. And then I had my goals like normal, and I filled that in. And then in between the goals and then my month in review at the bottom, we did my quote. I came back and did that after. And then on the next page, we went in and did my spending log. So my spending log is something I do every month, and I have been getting better and better with it, I would say, throughout the months of the year. Well, maybe not necessarily better and better, but I've gotten a lot better with my spending. I'm trying not to spend a ton of money, especially going to college next year. I'm not going to have money to spend, so I just like to keep track of what I purchase, just so I can keep in mind the amount of money like I'm spending, because too much is not good. But then I decided to do a monthly calendar for this month too, because I didn't do one last month and I felt like I needed it. I don't really know why. I forget, honestly. I just haven't used it yet because I have been kind of sick. I've been really lazy and not done anything this month. But I started by writing April at the top in like a brush letter cursive kind of font. And then I just colored in around it almost like a rain cloud. And I picked blues for this month because, like, you know, like the quote, April showers bring May flowers. That's kind of what I thought, and I associate like the color blue with April, like blues and purples, but I stuck with blue for April. Plus, I did January blue, but I didn't really like the way I used blues in January, so I used a lot in April. So doing my monthly calendar, and I already boxed out everything, so it was completely ready to just go and trace, and it made it so much easier and so much faster when I was like recording. So I'm definitely going to try to do this for my next months, and I really liked that. So right now I'm just outlining all of the boxes that I had already drawn in the black micron marker. I think it was the 0.5 millimeter, and that's how I make my monthly calendars. It's really, really simple. Not much to it. I just kind of outline them, and I have little boxes, and then I eventually go in and add a little circle of blue and write over it the number of each day, so that way you can see like what day it is. And I'll use this to like see an overview of my appointments, events, if I have like tests or quizzes for school, like any deadlines, things like that. So that's what I liked this monthly calendar for, and I didn't do it last month, and I kind of wished I had. So once I finish like completely drawing it, I will go in and erase all the pencil marks I had, and then I'll have my finished April calendar. And like I said, I just went in and added all the blue dots, and then I wrote in the days on those dots. So I actually really like the way this turned out, and it was kind of plain. So I put washi tape on the bottom, and I also tried to draw like a lightning strike on the top, but I really did not like the way it turned out, and it obviously did not look like a lightning strike. So I whited it out, and then I put washi tape over it to cover it up, and then I put washi tape at the bottom as well. And I actually really liked the washi tape on this. I just took a bunch of different colors, and then I just kind of put them all together, and it turned out to be really, really pretty. And I liked the whole like blues like that I went for, and I added like an accent piece of washi tape of like white with blue hearts on it. So I really liked it. I wish that I didn't mess up on the lightning strike at the top, because it would have looked fine with nothing there, but whatever, I had to do this to cover it up. So not terrible, but like not my favorite. So yeah, this is what it turned out to look like, and overall I'm pretty happy with how the monthly calendar turned out. Once I finally finished like messing around with the washi tape at the top, which I still don't love, but it covered up the lightning strike, so it's fine. I moved on to the like weekly spread, and I love how much space I have for each day of the week. However, I didn't spend as much time as I should have doing this, and I think I was just paying attention to more of like the Criminal Minds I was watching while I was making this rather than like what I was doing, because I messed up quite a bit. I think it looks really, really pretty, but if I didn't mess up so much, it would have been perfect. So what I did was basically go in and draw boxes, and there's barely space in between them, like one line separates the box, and then at the top of each one I like wrote in cursive the day of the week, and I connected that to the box so it continued like outlining it, so all of them connect, which is really cool. And I like the way it looks, and it gives me so much space. And then I added like a line underneath to write like what day of the week it was. But I was just kind of annoyed because I was not paying attention too much, and I would sometimes draw like a line straight across from like the top box through like the bottom of the box, because I'm supposed to like connect them. And on some of them I would just like keep drawing the line across, and I would have to like either white it out or just like write the day over the line. And you'll see what I mean when I like if I do it. But it was kind of stressing me out that I did it so many times. But like I was like, there's no way I can fix this. Like I just have to keep going with it. So not perfect, but I know for next time. But I do really like how large like the size of the boxes are, and I can write so much stuff in every day. And I did end up taking like a blue brush marker and went in and just kind of drew over. See, you can see what I did on this one. Right here I drew a line across, and I realized it after. And so I went in and just wrote Friday on top. So it works fine, and you can't really tell, but like personally for me, I can tell, which kind of drives me crazy. So whatever, I just have to live with it. Not everything is always perfect like I want it to be, but not terrible. So yeah, that's what it looks like, and I really like it. It's super, super basic, and because it was so basic, I added some washi tape to the center of the pages, which you'll see in a little bit. This is actually the last part of like setting the bullet journal up. So it did take a while just because I was like so distracted, I think. I just wasn't spending so much like focus into making these spreads. So next time I will definitely pay more attention because I don't want to mess up like this. But yeah, not terrible. I really do like the way it turned out. So yeah, that was how I did my pages. For every day in April, I wanted to have like a quote to kind of keep in mind. So for this thing, I just went in every day and like literally wrote the word quote underneath each day. So that way I had a spot to put each like quote in. I didn't put the actual quotes in yet. I started to, but like at the time I didn't have them all set. I do have a quote for every day of the month, which is really good and exciting. So those will be added in very soon. So that way it's done. But then once I was finished with that, I moved on to the beginning. And I did end up adding in my goals and then also one more quote off camera. But I added another one on the side underneath the spending log. It just says, new month, new beginning, new mindset, new focus, new start, new intentions, and new result. So I thought it was a cute little thing to like think about and keep in mind. So I liked my March quotes, so I thought I would have another new one that's good. And I do like this one too. But yeah. After this, that was pretty much all I did. I went in and added the washi tape like I said I was going to. I finished by just putting like a couple pieces in the center. It was kind of odd and it doesn't really work well, but like it added a little bit of color, so whatever. I know for next time this spread isn't my favorite and I definitely rushed it, but oh well, not all of them are going to be perfect. So I'm just kind of finishing up the washi tape, so it's almost done. I probably added like a lot of washi tape, and it is kind of hard to open and close the pages, so I would not recommend this technique, and I'm definitely not going to do it again. I'll definitely find a way to make sure that it doesn't look like that, to make sure I add color somewhere else. But here's my final flip through, and overall it actually doesn't look that bad. It's, once again, not one of my favorite ones, and I would definitely say my February and March ones were pretty good, but here's the final flip through anyway, and it's pretty simple, not terrible, not my favorite, not bad, whatever. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe. And if you take anything away from this video, is take your time doing your bullet journal. I was just a little impatient doing this one, I think. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I guess I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.